morning everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a wee while, just with the school holidays, but kids are back to school today, thankfully. That 6.5 weeks was a wee bit much, so they're all back to school today, trying to get back into a routine. And so I'm like a caged animal. I need out of the house. I need to get walking. I need my own space. So I thought I'd just take you out for a nice fresh air walk this morning, and I'll take you somewhere different. Another day, another one. I know I'd said last time that I was going to do some new things. But I'm not struggling for time today, but I've got other things to do today, this morning. So this is just a quick, lovely, fresh air walk in the morning. So I invite you to come with me. So how you guys doing since I last talked to you? I've been on holiday and then come back. So we went to Florida again this year, and we stayed at a Disney hotel, which was all-star music, and oh, what a hotel, absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the cheapest sort of like ranges of Disney hotels, but the theming was absolutely amazing. So there was a set of 3. There's all-star music, all-star sports, and all-star movies, and you can walk to each of them. So it was lovely to see all the different themes, and oh wow, they just knocked out the park. It was brilliant. Plus we had the advantage of having Disney transport right at our door, so that saved a lot of hassles. My girl struggled this time. She sailed through it last 2 years ago when we went, but this time she struggled with the heat. She's obviously 2 years older, so therefore she went through puberty, or she's in the start of puberty, should I say, and so that played havoc with her moods as well. So it took a few days, sort of maybe a bit halfway through we arrived on the Friday, and then maybe about Wednesday we sort of like got into a rhythm of what we should do things. So this time we got a wheelchair for her to get round the park, so she was draining so fast. We were arriving at the park, and then she was screaming to get back to the hotel after 2 hours because she was so hot and she was tired and drained or whatever. So we decided to get a wheelchair to get her around the parks, and so she was sitting like while waiting for rides, and it's a lot better. The weather played a wee bit of havoc with our plans, but yeah, we got there. But the heat was just, oh man, it was horrendous this time. I'm gonna cross the road here. Again, we had a lot of storms this time. We didn't have, I think we only had one storm last time, 2 years ago. Right, I'm going to go this way. So this is Dalmore Distillery, if you don't already know. So we're just going to take a walk down. It was a wee bit of a learning curve this time, but we enjoyed it. It was nice to get away. I struggled with the jet lag coming home, so I'm only just starting to sort of like recover from it, and we've been back nearly, just a week and a bit. So I hate the overnight flights. I can't stand them. So it was just over 8 hours going to Orlando, and then 7 hours coming home. So it's always less time coming home, but it's just that overnight flight and then driving 4.5 hours back up the road. Oh, it's just a bit much. So we're back in the land of the living, trying to get through the days. My health has been sort of like off and on for the past wee while since I last talked to you. I think last time I was gluten free. So being in America, looking for gluten free items like in the parks, or even like where we were staying at our hotel wasn't easy. So I just decided to wing it, and I did watch what I was doing. I had to be careful what I was eating, and the amount I was eating. But I was eating gluten, and I had no reaction whatsoever to that. I wasn't going mental. I was really watching what I was doing. And let me go down here. But I had no reaction like what I would usually have through here. And so as soon as I came home, I thought, oh well, maybe my stomach sorted itself out. Maybe I can have that wee bit of gluten again. So I had, first morning, I thought, oh, I'll go for wholemeal bread because it's a wee bit healthier than white bread. Wholemeal bread. 2 wee slices, like off the 400-gram loaf. Man alive. Was I ill? Well, I won't go into details, but it was horrendous. It was terrible. So then I sought advice from, I know I shouldn't have done it, but Google. So Google says it's the wholemeal bread. Keep off the wholemeal bread. Try white bread. So I bought a small loaf of white bread. Again, I had 2 slices of toast, and it was exactly the same. So I am now gluten free again. But I think the ingredients of my gluten free bread and rolls is going for my IBS. So I'm now off gluten free rolls and bread now, so I have to look for alternatives to toast in the morning because I like toast. I went off cereal and I can't have a lot of milk anyway, so even though I was having the lactose free milk, I just couldn't have an awful lot of it, so there's no point in having cereal. Oh, this is new. Oh, have they moved it? Seashore Hub. Oh no, that must be a thing. Scottish water thing. Anyway, so now I'm on rice cakes and mashed banana and raspberries, and it seems to be doing the trick. So like plain rice cakes. So I'm getting used to it, so it's nice. Quite like it. But I've got the docks in a fortnight, so I'll need to go through things like that. And some of it was aggravating my gallbladder as well. So I need to let them know. And I got a phone call the other day saying, oh, the paw pantry's still here. Look at that. It's not open yet, but I'm excited to sort of like have a look inside there. So I've lost my train of thought now. Yes, I got a phone call from my local hospital, Rigmore Hospital, and I've been on the waiting list for a while for I've got a deviated septum in my nose, so and I can't breathe outside my right side of my nose. I can't breathe through it properly because it's blocked or something. So I got a phone call to say that I'll be getting a pre-op assessment over the next few weeks. Well, I'll be getting an appointment over the next few weeks, and then I'll be put down for surgery to fix my nose. Now, I don't know, because I'm now, what am I, 54, I don't know whether, because I've had this for a long time, and I don't know whether to, is it worth it to get it fixed now in my time of life, or yes, do I go for it? I know I'm still young, I'm 54, but aye. And then obviously I'm waiting for see what they're going to do with my gallstones as well, so I think I'll be waiting a long time, but I'm reacting a lot more to gallstones, well, my gallstones are reacting more over the past month, so we'll wait and see what the doctor says. Other than that, I'm fine. Just need to get walking more, and maybe in the next video or the week video after that I'll have a wee surprise for you. We're excited. I'm excited for this surprise. So that's something to look forward to. A wee surprise either on the next video or the video after that. It depends. But so yeah. So I've got my support group this morning for autism. Our autism support group for families, for parents, just to get together and have a blather, and so see how everybody's holidays went, any disasters or any triumphs, you know, because our kids were definitely needing backers, like any autistic or mentally challenged kids, you know. 6.5 weeks is a long time for them to be out of a routine, you know, and then they get used to being on holiday, and then they struggle to get back into a routine again of being back at school. So it's going to be challenging for every parent. And what we noticed, because my girl has a hidden disability, you know, she has autism and a global delay, and but when she was in the wheelchair, you know, we noticed that she became very visible, just because she was sitting in a wheelchair, you know. And it wasn't really, we expected staring from the kids, but the parents, we struggled with that. We struggled to comprehend why, because we've never been on that side of the fence. And I've spoken to one of my friends who has a disabled son, and I says, look, do you ever get in this situation? And she says, all the time. And yes, we understand kids, and I often say to him, look, you know, just talk to him, he's a human being, you know. Yes, he's in a wheelchair, but he's still human. And but it's the parents that sort of like stand and stare as if to say, you know, especially when my girl could get up out of the chair and transfer onto the rides, they couldn't understand why she was in the chair in the first place. But again, it was none of their concern. You know, we had to do what we had to do to fix our holiday, or to get through our holiday. So the reason why she's in a wheelchair has nothing to do with them. But we struggled with the steering, with the We even had somebody, we had, obviously it must have been a granny, and I don't know where she was from, but one of the cast members took us aside to talk to us, look, this is what's going to happen. And this woman was lagging in. Then she had let their family went, sort of like walked on, but she stayed to hear what the cast member was saying to us, just because she was in a wheelchair. So when we got to the ride, they were in the queue next to us. So obviously maybe me had said, look, did you manage to catch the conversation there? The conversation had nothing to do with you. The cast member was talking to us, so I would keep your nose out of other people's business. And obviously she didn't say anything, because I don't know whether she could speak English or whatever, understand English. So that really annoyed me, and heard some comments in the lines as well. There was a lady, she was staring so bad I had to get in between me and my girl to stop her looking at her. And I thought there's absolutely no need for it. This is, she's still a human being, even though yes, she is in a wheelchair, but you have no idea what we had to go through, or what we go through on a daily basis. It was hard going that holiday, because of the way she was, the way she reacted, and it was no fault of her own, it wasn't her fault. We just had to approach it in a different way. And once we get into a rhythm, we were fine. She was fine at the end of it. But yeah. Then we met a lovely couple on the flight going over, and they had two disabled sons, or well, autistic sons, but they were both in wheelchairs as well. And again, they could transfer onto the thing. So the problem with our girl was that she couldn't walk for long. She couldn't walk a long distance. That's why she got a wheelchair. So I assume that that's why they were in a wheelchair as well. So, but they were a lovely couple. I think they were from Glasgow, I think. So we got talking to them, and I was really wanting to see them on the way home, because I was hoping they would have the same seats as what we did, because we had our same seats, but they weren't on a flight. So I was hoping that nothing bad happened, that they had to go home early, like what we'd had to do 2 years ago. I would love to catch up with them. So I'm on this group called It's Orlando Time, and it's basically for people that are been and gone, like to Orlando, and any questions and queries and problems or whatever. And we post all our pictures and things. So it's really nice. It's a nice wee group. So I might just try and see if they're on there, because I would like to catch up with them and see how things went. Because they don't do Disney. They only done Universal, which we done Universal as well. But I didn't like Universal this time. I preferred Disney. Disney was easier to get to, because obviously we don't drive over there, so we had to get Ubers, and Ubers were just a pain in the neck, and half the time they didn't. We had two out of the whole 14 days we were there. We had quite a lot of Uber drivers, and only 2 of them spoke to us out of that time. Our very first one and our second last one. And no, they weren't really nice. Half of them couldn't speak English. They just knew the basics. And so yeah, so it's. And then when you needed to go and pick up the car again, it was miles away from the exit. It was just, so yeah. Right, put in this way. Try not to get that on there because that's stupid. messed with that image. Never mind. Reading some of the things that are on the wall is absolutely stupid. Anyway, so we're up the other side. So we didn't always do like the parks. We went to a place called Celebration, which was built or designed by Walt Disney, and it's just like a quaint wee town with a lovely lake on it. So we went there and we walked round the lake, and you've heard me talking about Adam the Woo, which is a YouTuber that influenced me to start my own channel, start this one. And so unfortunately he died suddenly 3 days before Christmas last year. So he stayed there, so they've made this memorial bench for him, so I was pleased I got to see it, because he did influence my decision to start this channel. And he done all Disney, he done all around the world. He was done Universal parks, and I got to know sort of some of his friends as well. With the other YouTubers, so that was nice. Right, I'm going to sit down at this bench because I need to sit down for a minute, because I forgot to take my inhaler this morning stupidly. Right, where's the bench? The bench is up here somewhere. I don't think I've passed it. Everything is so overgrown that it's hard to see what it is. I think it's up here. Is it down here? Ah, it's down here. Right, let's go up here. Oh. Oh, I went down the wrong way. Never mind. Oh, so this is our Avon River. For those of you who don't know, our lovely Avon River. There's our bench there, but I went down the wrong side, or up the wrong side, shall I say. Yeah, somebody's had a quick fire. Right, so we'll sit here. Is it dry? I wonder, is it dry? Yes, it's dry. Oh, I'll sit here for a minute. Woo! So, yeah, we did have a good time out in Florida, but I think we need to sort of like look at the timing, I think, because we were later this year and there was more storms this year, so but it can be a hit and a miss here as well, you know, but it was the humidity that got you. It was like just a wall, you know. It wasn't really sort of like the heat of the sun, it was the humidity as well. It was as if it was thick. As soon as we landed and when they opened the cabin door, man, it was like a wall of heat. You had to try and push through. Hello, beastie. You beastie floating about in front of me. So yeah, So again, back in the land of living, back to Scotland. I missed my cat. Cat was in the kennels, and I really did miss him. I missed him terribly. My old puss. So he'll be 14 this year. And so yeah, I was worried about him because he's an elderly cat. You know, he doesn't look his age. But yeah, I was worried about him. I was messaging every few days, is he still okay? And so they done a good job of looking after him. But I was glad to have him home. But yeah, I like this wee bit. It's nice and quiet. I've come down here before and I've painted down here. So I took all my painting stuff with me, and I didn't get to do anything on the plane going there because for some reason they dimmed the lights, so I couldn't see anything. But I managed to get some painting on my way home before all the lights went out, before everybody tried to settle down to sleep, which we didn't. Trying to get my girl to settle down and, to try and sleep a wee bit so my hubby can get some sleep so he can drive on the way home. But that didn't happen. So as soon as her bum hit that car seat, she was out like a light. She slept all the way home. She didn't even want to eat, which is not like her. She was so tired. But it was nice. I'm glad we went. I'm glad we stayed at the Disney Hotel. And I would stay there again. I would maybe do like movies, all-star movies, if we get a chance to go again. But we'll wait and see. We've got to think about if we do go back, it's going to be about another couple of years. A, to save up, and B, because of the surprise. We've got to think about it. So, right, we'll get going again. Oh. Right, grab this right bit. Oh dear. Don't know what's gonna do today. If it's gonna be raining or sunshine. It's probably showers, I think, is forecast. So I brought my brolly, and it's not cold. It really isn't cold. It's quite nice. So, I don't know what else to talk about. So before we went, we were sort of like kind of frightened to see what Donald Trump was going to do, because when the World Cup was going on, there was a lot of people getting their visas revoked before their flight. So we were so scared that would happen to us, but no, it didn't. We would sail through the border control. So yeah, it was fine. All these, what's that? That's raspberries, isn't it? Wild raspberries. See, the raspberries are brambles, weren't they? No, I think it's brambles. I think that's a bramble. There is wild raspberry somewhere along here. Bushes are laden with them. used to love going out bramble picking with Mum, and even raspberry picking. But we mainly went to the there's this place in Tain, just as you went into Tain, where the junction is in Tain, the right hand side is a wee field, so that's where the strawberries and raspberry picking, where fruit picking was. So you always went there to get strawberries and raspberries and brambles, so she can make jam. She's good at jam making, Mum. I love homemade jam. So, so next month will be a year since we lost her. No, it's not. I'm telling Tosh. It's a year in April, last April. It's a year next month that we lost Lily. That's right. So, yeah, my poor wee doggy, we lost her. I miss her terribly. I do. Morning. I miss meeting dog walkers. I don't meet the same people as when I did when I had the dog. You know, miss her terribly. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Wonderful, wonderful. The sound of it is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Last time I was down here I didn't take a video, but across the way there was nothing coming down this side here. Trying to get my finger. So this side here, that was completely dry. So I managed to walk along that and get a photo, which I've never done before. Even managed to get a photo down the stairs, the steps bit for the fish. This is just a wonderful picture. Absolutely wonderful picture, this bit. Wonderful scene. Just, oh. Can't get over that. Right, so it's not dry today, so we'll go down this bit. And we'll just take a wander. So yes, missing my dog. Missing holding the lead, but that is about to change. So I'm going to tell you part of the surprise. On Saturday morning we are picking up a little puppy. A little puppy, which is scary because it's been 15 years since we had a puppy. So we're picking up a little puppy. So hopefully in the next video she can make an appearance. So, because it's time to get we thought it was time to get another puppy, another doggy, and it will help my health by me going, give me a purpose in life again. And look at that lovely flowers. Look at that. Lovely orange flowers. Yes, give me a purpose, and it'll give me an excuse to get out walking, because I need to walk, but I'm not walking enough because I don't need to walk enough. I'm not. It's not essential that I go out every single day, which I do anyway. But I've got days where I think, oh, I can't be bothered going out. But because I'll have the dog, I'll have no choice. So it's going to spur me on. It's going to spur myself to get moving again. Because I think everything went awry, or started going awry, when I wasn't doing long walks with Lily. I was just doing 20 minutes and that was me home. You know, even though I was going out and about, but I wasn't walking. I wasn't going for a long walk until I do a video. So yeah, so that's what I miss, and that's what I came home from holiday and actually lost £5 because I was constantly walking and I wasn't snacking. So that's what I need to do. I need to be out walking, constantly walking. But I need to be careful that I don't overdo it or anything. I mean, obviously she's going to be like just 8 weeks when we take her home on Saturday. So she's not going to be out for long walks yet. But I have a plan. Because she's only just getting her first jog on Monday. She's not allowed to be on the ground until so she gets her second jog in 4 weeks, and then I think it's 2 weeks after that, then we can take her out. I think I'll see the vet on Monday and I'll ask her. But I've bought this sling so you can put the puppy in it, and I can get her used to all the sounds and the smells while I'm waiting for the second jog. So she can get used to all the noises, so I can get out walking with that, with her, meeting people, meeting other dogs, like obviously not close, but taking all the sights and the sounds in, and I can clip her in. There's a wee clip I can clip her in with her collar, so she doesn't jump out and run off. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So it was somebody else. It was a friend that I go to church with. She's great with training dogs and things. So she says that just get a sling and then just take her out and just get her used to all the sounds and sights and sounds of traffic or birds or rivers. You know what I mean? So you're not waiting all that time to introduce her to things. So I need to find. Hopefully there's a puppy class taught, but I'll find out from the vet on Monday if they do, because they did do puppy classes when Lily was a pup, but I don't know if they still do, so we'll find out. So excited. I'm beyond excited about this little one coming. Oh, it's a lovely morning. Lovely morning. So it's a wee bit early. About an hour early. There's somebody practicing their cricket throw. So you get all types of people in here, like in the Crawl Park. We get ones that are playing football, cricket, dog training, and golfing. So this is a well used park, which is nice. pause you for a minute. Guys, there's too many people coming. Okay, guys. So there's too many people coming. I don't like getting people on camera very often. So yes, it's a well-used park, and we've just had our gala, our Allness gala. Oh, sorry, which was nice. Clean my shoes a wee bit. Shoes are quite muddy. So it was a nice gathering, and we got good weather, so that was good. Oh gosh, I've got something. Sorry, I'm going to pause you for a minute. I think there's something in my shoe. So for those who are new to the channel, this is our crawl park. This was used heavily in the 1980s with our gala days. There was bonfire. We had our the fireworks displays and things like that. So we're trying to get back to the way of using it, because it's a lovely space to use. Nice for a picnic, but you need to watch the dog poo, because a lot of them don't pick up the dog poo if you're coming here for a picnic. We've got lovely new benches put up, so it's nice. It's a nice quiet wooded area. It's nice. I love it. I've sat here. That's the old pavilion that went in fire. Somebody put it and set it on fire like a long time ago, before my time I think it was. Possibly not before my time, because I can't remember it. Right, 2 seconds, guys. So we're coming up to the bridge, railway bridge. Now, and I love peeking through bridges to see what's on the other side, like picturesque things. So it's not really picturesque, this bit, but I don't get the van. Let's see from the other side, because I love doing picturesque stuff. So if you look through the bridge, and it's as if you're looking into another world. I love it. I'm weird that way. So we've got another wee seat up here. This is a new addition. This is a bike shed thing. I'm surprised it's not smashed yet, with all the young ones who decide to sort of like destroy anything that's new. So we've got another seat down here. This is a good view of the, I don't know if this is dry, it's a wee bit mud. A nice view of the bridge there, but it's obscured by trees. Wish we would sort of like maybe trim it a wee bit, because there's nothing really much to see. So I'll go down this bit. Oh. This saves you going up a big hill. So that's a nice view of the bridge. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me and welcome. I've had this channel for 4.5 years now. So I didn't start it before so I could get paid. I started it to show off my local area. And again, it gave me an excuse to get out and about more and to blether. This is just it's a walk and a blether. So if I talk nonsense, Forgive me. I talk about anything and everything. Things that are on that annoy me, things that I've heard in the news that are stupid, or holidays, you know. Got to watch for nettles, because I've got my ankles are bare today, so I've got to watch I don't get stung by nettles. Right, so there's a few additions to our high street, so I'll try and show you them. Whew. Whew. So this is what I get for not taking my inhaler this morning. I do have an inhaler with me, but I've been told that I need to use use a spacer, but I'll pause you for a minute. Right, our first addition to our high street is our Premier store. This opened up a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of weeks before we went on holiday. So it's a lovely big store. I'll see if I can film inside it for you. Just a quick video. Hold on. So hi guys. So this is the local Premier store. Again, it's just opened up. So it's got a beer cave. So that's really good. Everything is sort of like shut away. It's got all different products. I can't focus on the products itself because I've just asked one of the owners and he's just trying not to focus on the prices. So it's all different stuff. I've been in and I've had a really good look at things. So yeah, it's a really nice store. We need the competition in all this from the Co-op and Morrison's basically. But yeah, so different, like it's just like a normal supermarket sort of basically, but you can find all different things that you wouldn't find anywhere else. So so they do cards, they do frozen, you can imagine all the biscuits and stuff like that, all different types of soft drinks, non-food, things like that, yogurts. So it's just a normal shop, but it's really good inside. They have slushies, they've got coffee bars and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what's new and all this. So we'll just go back out. Right, 2 seconds, guys. Right, okay, guys. So I got permission from the actual owner, so I couldn't film any prices for you. But it's a lovely big shop, absolutely amazing shop. So I'm glad that they're here, and I wish them all the luck. So there's another new shop ish. So I'll show you that. Our opticians was closed for a while because they had a flood, but now the grand opening is probably today, so it looks smashing inside. What else is in our high street that I haven't talked about? We've still got our pet shop. Pet shop's over there. Oh yeah, well yeah, I haven't done a high street vlog for ages. We have a new gym, which is DM Elite. So that's just it's not like a gym. It's it's like a circuit. I can't explain it very well. But right, I'm going to pause you for a minute. I'll get up to the other one for you. Right, so our other new shop is called DNN, which is near enough a copycat of what Mackay's was. There's too many people in just now, so again they do all sorts of stuff, like from pet stuff, gardening, bags, fake flowers, toys, so it's a really nice shop. They've had a good response from when they opened, so see what else there is. Right guys, we have a new cafe. It's called Avron Cafe. Again, they've had a good response. Can't film inside it because there's a lot of people in. So yeah, so this is nice to have another wee cafe here. I don't know if you're aware, we have a new chip shop, Scran. It's been up for a while. So again, they've had a really good response to that. And our newest one, which isn't opened yet, I don't know when it's opening, but we have a polo shop opening. This used to be a paper shop, so it's going to be interesting when it opens up for a local cuisine sort of thing, Polish cuisine, and it's probably just like a supermarket like Polish items. And I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. I've got news about the Heritage Centre, so we'll go up and we'll talk about that. So I'll pause you for a minute. Look at our lovely flowers in this high street. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, right, so the Alness Heritage Centre is getting there. We're the inside of it is going to be starting soon, so you can see, try and see inside it. This is a shop, don't know if you can. So all the shops have sort of like been stripped out, whatever. So I think we're going to get new windows upstairs, all new plasterboard and things like that. So it is coming together very, very slowly, very, very slowly. So our next issue. 2 seconds, I'm going to get that glass. Sorry, there was a glass sitting there, like must be from the station. So just took it away from somebody's hands. They decide to sort of like break it. Put glass everywhere. So, oh God, look at this. Dear, dear, dear. Must have got hold of the thing. This is a bench. Scott Mitchell, who was tragically murdered. So this is our Heritage Centre garden. Ignore the rubbish. Rubbish is not usually like that. Somebody's trying to bother with the bike as well. But, and we had our hymn sing down here on Sunday. Our community hymn sing, so that was a good response, even though it bucketed down. And the midges were absolutely running wild. And they had a feast and everything. So I got bitten quite a lot. So yes, our Heritage Centre is starting to come together now, but again we need to figure out what we're going to actually do with the building. Whether we are keeping it, we are doing a museum, but where, I don't know, we should do the front where the shop was, museum in there, or there's buildings out the back, sort of like remodel them and then put the museum at the back, and then we can rent out the shop. We'll have the Wallace room for functions again, I think. We can planning on maybe renting out some offices, we don't know yet. So yeah, it's starting to come together. There is light at the end of the tunnel for the Heritage Centre somewhere. And we have something else new which I've forgotten about, which I need to show you. But we'll go up here so you can get a better view up here. Oh. So we have a shop called Sweet Minis, which is there, and they do like nice desserts like cheesecakes and other delicacies like that, but I haven't been in it, but I'm looking forward to trying it. So yes, So that's another new one. So come and visit them. Um, so yes, so give a shout out to all the new businesses that are in the high street. We wish you all the luck in the world, and we hope your time with us is a long one. So I think what we'll do is, because I'm a wee bit early, is go around this way. If somebody's tampered with that bike. This is my girl's tree. I'm very impressed that it's still standing. This is one of the trees. I think there's 2 trees in here. One of the trees that is protected. So if we had decided to sell the building and the land, they couldn't do anything with this tree. I think there's 2 trees that are protected, as far as I'm aware. I think it's this one and there's this one, I think. Not 100% sure. So, yeah. Right, so we'll go back this way. I think they're actually starting to take down the scaffolding from the front of the heritage centre, or the side of it. So well, that's our poppy one, poppy seat. This was our garden of remembrance. So this is everybody in the COVID. This is another person. Who's this? Oh, Malcolm Story. He died in the Piper Raffle disaster, unfortunately. So sad that day. And I can't remember who this is. Isabel Hendry. Oh yeah, they were old stalwarts of Alness. It's a lovely holly tree, holly bush. So we're going to go up here. Right, I'm going to cross the road. Oh, let's cross the road. But look at our flowers. Our flowers are fantastic. Such a good colour. Look, beautiful, beautiful. Shout out to all the people that were involved. Well, one person in particular, Crystal McIntosh. She does all the weeding on this high street, so heaven forbid anything happens to Crystal, there's nobody else to come and up behind her. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys. So I managed to get a paper menu from Sweet Minis, so we can have a look at that shortly. Right, I'll do it just now. Don't know if you can see it. So they do lots of desserts, whippy, churros, sundaes, cakes and puddings and things, strawberry pots. They do coffees as well, milkshakes, dirty sodas, actually hot chocolate, brownie stacks. So yeah, so they do birthday cakes as well. What else? I think they've done like a party thing as well, party desserts. Daily fresh bacon and specials. So yeah, dessert and coffee house. So it's at 103 High Street, Alness. So go and see them, because they've had a really good response since they started. So yeah, absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lovely and leave you. I'm going to switch it up. So yes, so thank you again for joining me. It's been a wee while, but we got there in the end. Hopefully it won't be too long for the next video, and you'll get to see my new puppy, hopefully the next one. So again, all the best guys, and see you again. Ta-ta!